Global Times, 5 June 2023. Experts warn that a string of construction tragedies is a systemic problem that prevents India from progressing and that working with low-quality Chinese construction is not an option. China, which has the poorest track record in construction, is pleading with India to open up its construction industry, which India will suffer from. A bridge that was being built over the Ganga River collapsed on Sunday while India was still reeling from the deadly train crashes that claimed over 300 lives on Friday. Although no injuries were reported, the incident once again led to a strong response in Indian society and the international community and a contentious discussion about the nation's management of its infrastructure building and corruption problems. While the US and some of its allies have been hyping the so-called de-risking and decoupling from China and transferring some industries to India, experts have warned that the accidents have exposed several booms in India's infrastructure projects and may also prevent foreign investment from coming to India. They urged India to set aside geopolitics and work with China for better mutual development, pointing out that China is seen as an infrastructure maniac globally due to its massive construction efforts. 8 years ago, work on the disastrous Agwani-Sultanganj Bridge in the Bhagalpur district of Bihar began. It was supposed to be finished this year. According to the Xinhua news agency, the 3 pillars slabs collapsing in April of last year caused work to be delayed. According to the Chinese propaganda publication Xinhua, the dates for its inauguration have been delayed at least 3 times since then. The expensive bridge collapse on Sunday and the train crashes on Friday are 2 examples of India's deteriorating infrastructure. According to Long Xingchun, a professor of international relations at Sichuan International Studies University, if India wishes to raise the level and caliber of its infrastructure, it must solve numerous fundamental problems, or it would simply find itself in more turmoil. According to him, securing the viability and safety of some infrastructure projects in India is impossible because they lack appropriate oversight and review processes, as well as planning and design based on science and reason, comparable to Chinese issues. Given that the bridge's construction was not technically challenging, according to Long, shoddily built projects due to official corruption may have contributed to the bridge's collapse. Long also points out that the engineering and infrastructure sectors in this large South Asian nation are among the worst affected by corruption. It has long cautioned that India's refusal to work with dominant China due to geopolitical concerns will impede its infrastructure development and that it must rely on Western building practices and businesses. He urged India to work with China to prevent learning from China's history of poor management and to fight Chinese corruption to improve India's future.